In a world where money often speaks louder than words, arrogance can sometimes blind even the richest men to the quiet power of intelligence. This story begins in the grand library of one of the wealthiest billionaires in the city, a man who had built his empire with confidence, pride, and sometimes with mockery toward those he thought were beneath him. Surrounded by rare books, glowing lamps, and an air of superiority, he invited people into his mansion with one bold challenge. Sitting before a polished wooden chessboard, he would laugh and say, "Beat me at chess, and $100 million is yours." Many had tried before, business rivals, visiting scholars, even professional chess enthusiasts, but none had succeeded. For the billionaire, it was a game of ego, a way to prove that not only did he own wealth, but also intelligence beyond reach. On this particular evening, the wealthy man sat in his velvet chair, his silver hair glowing under the warm light, a smirk playing on his lips. His eyes sparkled with the confidence of someone who had never truly been challenged. Across from him sat a quiet maid, dressed simply in a black uniform with a white apron, yellow gloves still clinging to her hands after hours of cleaning. She had never touched the polished board in her employer's presence before, but something about his mocking words stirred her heart. "Try to win if you can," he said, his voice dripping with laughter. "Beat me, and the fortune is yours." To him, it was another moment of entertainment, another opportunity to humiliate. To her, it was a test of courage, a chance to prove that intelligence is not bound by wealth or status. Beside her stood a little girl, her eyes wide with innocence and curiosity. She looked from the powerful man to the maid with quiet hope, sensing that something extraordinary was about to unfold. The pieces were arranged. The game began. The billionaire's moves were confident, quick, calculated. Every piece he touched moved with the certainty of someone who believed victory was already his. But the maid did not falter. She studied the board with careful eyes, her mind sharper than her appearance suggested. With each move, she revealed a depth of knowledge the billionaire had not anticipated. Pawns advanced like quiet soldiers, bishops cut across the board with precision, and rooks stood tall as guardians of strategy. The man's smile faltered slightly. He leaned forward, studying the maid with new eyes, realizing this was not the simple servant he believed her to be. Minutes turned into tense silence. The library seemed to hold its breath. The billionaire adjusted his cufflinks, trying to mask the growing unease in his chest. For the first time in years, he felt uncertain. The maid's strategies were bold, her defenses unbreakable, and her counterattacks precise. She had learned this game not from expensive tutors, not from luxurious clubs, but from long nights studying old books left behind by past masters. Ever